South America's lithium fields reveal the dark side of our electric future. This is by Meave Campbell. Demand for lithium-ion batteries is unprecedented, but is mining the chemical harmful to the environment? Well, it looks like it. Lithium mining fields in South America have been captured by an aerial photographer in stunning high definition, but while the images may be breathtaking, they represent the dark side of our rapidly electrifying world. Lithium represents a way out of our dependence on fossil fuel production. As the lightest known metal on the planet, it's now widely used in electric devices, from mobile phones and laptops to cars and aircraft. Lithium-ion batteries are best known for powering electric vehicles, which are set to account for up to 60% of new car sales by 2030. The battery in a Tesla Model S, for example, uses about 12 kilograms of lithium. These batteries are the key to lightweight, rechargeable power. Regardless, demand for lithium is unprecedented, and many say it is vital to the transition to renewable energy. However, this does not come without cost. Mining the chemical element can be harmful to the environment. German aerial photographer Tom Hegen specializes in recording the traces we leave on the surface of the Earth. His work provides an overview of the places where we mine, refine, and consume resources, with his latest series exposing the lithium triangle. Lithium represents a way out of our dependence on fossil fuels, most famously for powering electric vehicles. This mineral-rich region is located where the borders of Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia meet. And about a quarter is stored in the Salar de Atacama salt flats in northern Chile. Lithium fields in the Salar de Atacama in northern Chile. Tom Hegen pictures. And Hegen spoke to us about the project. He said, since a large part of my work deals with the extraction, processing, and use of resources, I became interested in what the transition of the mobility sector towards electrification would look like. He begins. He says, lithium is one of the key ingredients for making car batteries, and I wanted to photograph the world's largest examples of lithium evaporation sites in the lithium triangle of Chile, Bolivia, and Argentina. So how did he do it? Hegen explains, to frame the huge mining operations, I charted a small plane and flew high above them. His images of the Xochimilco lithium mine in the Atacama Desert, operated by leading mining company Sociedad Química y Minera, SQM for short, form part of his new project called the Lithium Series 1. And why are the fields so colorful? The vivid hues of lithium fields or lakes are due to varying concentrations of lithium carbonate. Their colors can range from a rosy white to a turquoise to a highly concentrated canary yellow. A 2015 article in the New Scientist described the fields as surreal landscapes where batteries are born. Tom Hegen's Photos News program, the Lithium Series 1, Why is Lithium Mining Bad for the Environment? Any kind of resource extraction is harmful to the planet, and this is because the removal of these raw materials can lead to soil degradation, water scarcity, loss of biodiversity, damage to the ecosystem functions, and increased global warming. But when we think of mining, we think of fossil fuels like coal and natural gas. Unfortunately, lithium also falls under the same umbrella, despite paving the way for an electric future. Lithium can be described as the non-renewable mineral that makes renewable energy possible, often touted as the next oil. Lithium mining inevitably damages the soil and causes air pollution. According to a report by Friends of the Earth, FOE, lithium mining inevitably damages the soil and causes air pollution. As demand increases, the impacts of mining are increasingly impacting communities where this harmful mining takes place, jeopardizing their access to water, the report says. Two images from Tom Hegen's Lithium Series 1, the South African salt pans where lithium is found are located in barren areas. In these places, access to water is vital to local communities and their livelihoods, as well as the local flora and fauna. In Chile's Atacama salt flats, mining consumes, pollutes, and diverts rare aquatic life resources away from local communities. About 2.2 million liters of water are required to produce 1 ton of lithium. 2.2 million liters for 1 ton. Lithium production via evaporation ponds uses a lot of water, about 21 million liters per day, to about 2.2 million liters of water are required to produce 1 ton of lithium. Lithium mining has caused conflicts with various water-related communities, such as the Toconao community in northern Chile, according to FOE report statements. Hegen's photographic work, the Lithium Series 1, and where are other lithium hotspots around the world? Growing interest in lithium has been the world's largest known reserves rise significantly. There are about 80 million tons of recognized reserves worldwide as of 2019, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. After South America, mainly Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina, the next largest lithium-producing country is the United States, followed by Australia and China. In 2019, Australian lithium exports reportedly totaled near $1.6 billion. And like the historic showdowns of wars over gold and oil, governments are also fighting for dominance over minerals like lithium, as this could help them achieve economic and technological dominance for decades to come. Other countries with similar reserves are Zimbabwe, Brazil, and the only European state, Portugal. Lithium mining has become particularly controversial in Portugal recently, with the municipality of Pinel now preparing to file injunctions to stop the exploration for lithium. Residents of Portugal are constantly protesting against the mining of the rare metal, citing huge environmental impacts. However, the government has given the green light for the mining of the white gold in 6 different areas. 95% of the local population have rejected the plans, despite promises by the mining company that the exploitation of the ore will create about 800 jobs for local people. So, should we stop mining lithium for batteries? A similar report published in 2021 by the non-profit organization BP, Bienaventuradoras de Pobres, also identifies water as a primary problem for lithium mining operations. They argue that not enough research has been done into the possible contamination of the water, and that the activity should be stopped until there are studies that reliably determine the extent of the damage. Gleb Yushin, professor of the School of Materials and Engineering at the Georgia Institute of Technology in the U.S., argues that new battery technology should be developed using more common, environmentally friendly materials. His work is published in the journal Nature magazine, along with his co-authors, including Konstantin Turchenyuk. And as lithium and cobalt reserves will not meet future demand, it is proposed to focus on iron and silicon. Researchers like Yushin are working on new battery alternatives that will replace lithium and cobalt, another harmful metal, with less toxic and more accessible materials. As lithium and cobalt reserves will not meet future demand, there's not enough, it's proposed to focus on iron and silicon. Unlike lithium-ion batteries, iron flow batteries are also cheaper to make. Renewable energy veteran Rich Hosfeld recently told Bloomberg in an article titled, "Iron Battery Breakthrough Could Eat Lithium's Lunch." We call on material scientists, engineers, and funding agencies to prioritize the research and development of electrodes based on the abundant evidence, Yushin says. Otherwise, the spread of electric cars will be delayed within a decade. And this is translated for you from a Greek article from Apollodorus Substack, from Euronews. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.